I love me some fried chicken.
What's your favorite fried chicken?
Favorite place or favorite kind? Because there's different ways. There's different ways to fry chicken.
Mm.
Like you use one that doesn't use flour.
This is how we're starting part 2, by the way.
So true. Oh yeah, welcome back to the Clifton interview that we did before. So we're gonna get right back into it. So
fried chicken. We'll start there.
Fried chicken. So do you like fried chicken?
I love fried chicken.
What's your best fast food chain of fried chicken? Like KFC, Popeyes, overall that you've been to.
Probably, if I had to say overall, I would say Zaxby's.
Zaxby's?
Yeah.
Over Popeyes?
Just because, like, in terms of like what they have, I guess. So like, because like, if I could like take bits and pieces from everything and like create the ultimate, like I love Popeyes. Is like they have the best like bone-in chicken, and then I love their what's it called, the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, the mashed potatoes, the gravy that's on there, the red bean gravy, or whatever it is.
That's insane. But then like I like Zaxby's because it has like a good variety. You can get like wings and tenders like in the same thing, and their sauce is pretty solid too. I like their fries. They have really good sweet tea. I love sweet tea.
What about Cane's?
Cane's. Yeah, okay, so I love Cane's. Zaxby's has terrible bread, but Cane's has insane bread.
That is true.
I also think Cane's has the best sauce. But like Zaxby's sauce isn't bad. It's fine. But like Cane's fries are like sometimes hit or miss. But I
like
think they're solid for the most time.
Yeah.
But like, see, I think Cane's chicken itself is lacking.
Oh, absolutely. It's
like,
always lacking.
Yeah, but like Zaxby's chicken isn't lacking because it's always fried, it's seasoned and stuff. But like the Cane's sauce, it does some heavy lifting.
Right, it does all the lifting.
And I think Cane's is the best sweet tea.
Out of 5 chicken joints that you've ever been to, in order, starting at number 5, what would take that slot? Number 1 being the best, 5 being your least of the 5.
Okay, I'll put Zaxby's at the top.
All right, Zaxby's number 1.
I'll put Cane's at number 2.
Number 2? That's high. That's high right there.
I'll put Popeyes at number 3.
I would go with 4 personally.
Is there any like big ones that I'm missing?
Outside of like KFC.
See, I hate KFC.
Everyone hates KFC.
Can't do it. I like Joella's.
Ooh, Joella's.
Have you ever had Joella's?
You ever had Royals?
Yeah. It's good too. It's basically Joella's. I feel like they're both pretty similar.
Right there.
That'd probably be my 4. I don't even know if oh shit. Do you is there a Lee's here in
yeah, there's Lee's.
Okay, I like Lee's a lot too.
I do like Lee's too.
I'd probably put Lee's at 4 and then Joella's at 5.
I think that's fine. I would put probably.
I don't even know if the community knows what Lee's is. Is that a Kentucky thing?
I don't think it's specific to Kentucky.
Yeah.
But I know Lee's. I like Lee's. I like sitting down eating. Their chicken is just so.
Oh wait, shit! Gotta change my answer. I forgot about one because we like don't have them here anymore.
What is it?
Okay, all my family's from North Carolina, and we finally got some here in Kentucky, but there's only like 1 or 2. We don't have them like anymore at all. But all my family is from North Carolina, and the huge chicken place down there is called Bojangles.
Oh my god! Whoa!
I love Bojangles.
Way to go.
That'll be my number 2. I'll put Zaxby's and then I'll put Bojangles.
Bojangles like probably fighting for 1.
I love Bojangles. The tenders are great. The fries are insane.
Everything.
The barbecue sauce is good. The tea's good. They just don't have a lot of variety, I guess. So I guess that's kind of like yeah. I forgot about Bojangles. So we'll do Zaxby's, Bojangles, Cane's, Popeyes, probably Joella's. I like Joella's.
That's fair.
I like hot chicken. So.
I can do that. Oh, another place we don't have it here, but well, it depends. Do you like spicy food or
yeah.
Like what level though?
I don't care.
Okay, so in Nashville, the Prince's Hot Chicken is another place.
Prince's Hot Chicken.
Prince's Hot Chicken.
No, never heard of that.
It's specifically in Nashville.
Okay.
And amazing.
Amazing.
Fuck me up though, because I didn't even get like the there's like 5 tiers to it. Your normal is like tier 2 or tier 3. I got that, and man. It hurt. I was sweaty, literally. And they weren't even the hottest. But like Bojangles. Oh,
I love Bojangles. I wish we had more here in Kentucky.
Someone said, I just saw this because I like watching food reviews. And Bojangles has the blueberry biscuit sausage now. I don't know if you eat their breakfast.
Huh? No. I hate breakfast. Least favorite.
Oh my god.
Random tangent. We can get into more of these today. But like little insight on Clifton's personal life. Fucking hate breakfast. I don't eat breakfast.
Fucking hates breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast.
Bro, how do you do it? You
Can't
just
do
wake
it.
them like,
oh dude, yeah.
lunch.
Yeah. Well, also because like I'm pretty sure some of the community knows this. Definitely within here, I have Crohn's disease. So like I'd be shitting.
Yeah.
So like normally like in the morning and stuff, I try not to like give it too much. So
yeah, get too much and then it starts triggering.
Yeah, I try to like keep it like level throughout the day. But like at Yu-Gi-Oh events, it's crazy because like I wake up and then don't eat breakfast.
And you play.
And then I play and I don't eat lunch usually either because most of the time you just can't throughout the event.
Yeah,
or I don't want my stomach to get bad.
Yeah, the trigger.
So yeah, sometimes I'll wake up and I won't eat the whole day until like 10 p.m. whenever.
Fun fact.
One of the events
Clifton was an event, and I think he had like 10 minutes to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So they was like, you gotta hurry up. And I was like, I'll be back. Went there, heard him shit, came back, toured his opponent, was like, woo, good game. It was like 15-minute match, probably less. And he's like, all that because he had to use the bathroom. And it's messed up because it was like a couple minutes away from you losing the first part of it.
Yeah.
And he just came back and was like, I'm going to 2-0 you. Shake your hand, sign a slip.
Back to the bathroom.
Back to the bathroom. It's actually crazy. So now we're going to get into this, these first three in a type of sequence.
Okay.
So what'll be here is we briefly touched over in the first part of this video, but in this one is like, when and how did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh? And for you, what's your like personal investment when you got into Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, how did it come to be?
Okay.
How did Clifton, the pro duelist, come to be?
Okay, so I feel like mine's different than a lot of other people's. I feel like whenever I watch like other player interviews and stuff, a lot of the people are like, "Oh yeah, like I remember watching Yu-Gi-Oh on TV, and then I took I begged my mom to take me to Walmart, and then they bought like me and my brother like the
little structured
like
decks and all
the Yu-Gi and Kaiba like starter decks."
Those bring back memories.
I didn't have any of that. I missed all of that.
Oh man.
Like I remember like watching the show growing up, and like I probably had like random cards and stuff, but like definitely nothing like cohesive or anything. But yeah, I didn't have a lot of it. The first thing that I can ever remember like Yu-Gi-Oh was is, so my parents are real estate agents, so they like they're landlords, so they rent out a bunch of houses and apartments, and they also like flip houses, so like buy houses and resell them and stuff. And whenever we were younger, we would help them. Me and my siblings would help them like renovate houses, do like small things like clean and stuff like whatnot. I remember one time we were cleaning out a house that a tenant had just left, and whenever we were like cleaning stuff, I think we were about to redo the carpet or something. Anyways, we had to clean like everything. Yeah,
everything had to be all.
Yeah, everything had to be like, a lot of things had to be like extracted. So we were like double checking like rooms and stuff. And then I remember going into one of the closets in one of the rooms, and everything has been cleared out, at this point pretty much. But in the very back of the closet, when I was like double checking to see if there was anything like still left in there before we started like cleaning and painting and stuff, I found 2 Yu-Gi-Oh tins.
What kind of tins were they?
It was the Red Dragon Archfiend tin and the Black Rose Dragon tin.
I do like those tins.
Yeah. They were opened, but it had all the cards and promos still in them.
Oh my!
It's like the packs have been opened. It looks like somebody had just like opened the tins, took the packs, and like opened them and stuff, and then just kept the cards like in the tin.
Yeah, and just left it there.
And just left them there. So and I remember like pulling them out and seeing the cards, and I was like, "Yo, I remember this game." So I was like, "Holy shit!" That was like my very first time that I ever like
interact with the actual cards.
Like actual cards. I missed like the entire, and that's like synchros.
Yeah.
So I missed like the entire.
Oh my god, you missed a lot beforehand.
Yeah, this is probably like maybe like 2009, 2010.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh been out for a while, and if you played Yu-Gi-Oh in the earlier days,
I did not. Yeah.
Good thing you did.
Yeah, but I missed all that. So like synchros was like my very first like introduction into the game, basically. But yeah, it was in middle school. I'm gonna say, we'll say 7th grade. Because my first nationals was in 2012, but I didn't have my invite to go. I'm pretty sure it was 2011. It was middle school, and I was just sitting in English class one time, and we were like reading a book or something, like in English class. And one of the guys I was sitting next to, something about like a passage in the book or something. It was like called like, or like within the sentence or like the passage or whatever. It was like Trial of Hell. It said that, and the guy just randomly laughs to himself and goes, "Ha, Trial of Hell. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh card." And I just like remember like sitting next to him, and I was like, "Huh, what the fuck?" I was like, it was like so coincidence that I like just found the tins like recently, and he said that. I think that's the name of the card, Trial of Hell. It's like a sword through like a I think like a stone tablet or something. Hopefully I'm not remembering. The name's probably close.
Yeah, Sim. I think it's like a tenuous ball or tenuous.
No, it's a monster.
It's a monster?
I think it's a normal monster. It's like a sword like through a stone. I'm pretty sure it's called Trial of Hell. I'm like 99% sure. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. Whatever it was.
Fair.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Holy shit, do you play Yu-Gi-Oh?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Me and my brother always go to this locals in Lexington, Kentucky, every Saturday."
Do you remember the locals at that time?
Yes, yeah. We'll get to that. Because I'm from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky originally. It's a small city next to Frankfurt, the capital. Oh, okay. It's like an hour from Louisville, and then about like 30 minutes from Lexington. Because there's nothing in Frankfurt or Lawrenceburg where I was living at the time. So the closest place was Lexington, which was 30 minutes away. Yeah. And he was like, "Yeah, me and my brother go there all the time, every Saturday." And then I was like, "Holy shit." I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Do you play?" And I was like, "Not really." No. But I was like, I'm interested. Like, we can, we could do something.
Show me the rope.
Yeah, this is a random dude. Like, we ended up becoming friends and stuff.
That's so weird how that happens.
Random dude. Crazy how it happened. But yeah, no, I ended up like hanging out with them. And then I got together with him and his brother and his mom. And she drove us to Lexington that Saturday. It's called A+ Comics in Lexington. And I remember going there. I'm going to say it was like 11th grade. So like maybe like 2010, 2011. Probably like 2010. That's like my best guess. Yeah, and I just had like this like stack of cards. It was like a dark monster deck,
Oh my god.
just full of like dark monsters.
Just a bunch of dark attributes, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like,
I
I remember-
remember the piles.
Yes, I remember I had it in like standard, like the big like magic size sleeves. They
Oh
were
my
all
God.
black.
And they had that extra little space in there.
Yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
god, bro.
Because I remember playing cards like I had Caius in my deck, so that was like a solid card. It's the Ultra Run from SDDE.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember like Blast Sphere was in there, just a bunch of like dark monsters, random shit. You know, I'm a kid, right? I'm like 6th, 7th grade.
Not gonna lie, I lost the Blast Sphere. That card was kind of busted.
Yeah. So like I sit down, I play round 1 locals, and I play against this guy, and he's playing full power Lightsworn. That's why I'm thinking like 2009, 2010 era.
Mhm.
Yeah, whatever. So whatever. He destroys me game 1. I've never seen any.
Yeah, he was like,
I've never seen any of these cards.
milling cards?
Yeah, I was like, cohesive deck? What?
Mhm.
No, yeah. So he murders me like game 1, and he's like siding for game 2. I obviously do not have a side deck
Mhm.
because I don't
You just
even
got a
know what
stack
that
of
is. I just got my stack of cards. We like shuffle up, and I got murdered. So I'm like, you know, kind of like every newbie does. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try going second this time.
Mhm.
You can start. He goes, cool. He goes, normal summon consecrated light. Go. Do you know what consecrated light does?
No.
It says your opponent cannot summon, nor attack, nor activate the effects of dark monsters. Something like that.
So your whole deck just says,
My whole dark deck. And I was just like, I remember reading the card and I was like, what the fuck?
what is this?
So obviously I get cooked. But looking back on it now, I'm like, dude, this like 25-year-old man sided in this card against my like 12-year-old self.
Yeah,
and
like-
murdered me.
Just, you ain't having a chance.
Yeah. But I mean, it was super fun. Like, you know, just like getting to like trade with everybody and like finally
Mhm.
become like a local scene. And that's kind of like the first time where I saw like, you know, like a structured event.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I could get used to this.
So is that where like you at Clifton, a player, when did you start to like develop your competitive nature?
Okay, so from then on, I started going to locals with them every single Saturday.
Mhm.
Okay, because my friend, the guy I met in class, his name's Logan, and like he was solid.
Logan Kite?
Logan Davis. So like he was solid, but his older brother, because like me and Logan were both in like 7th grade, so I don't know what age that is. We'll say like 12 or whatever.
Right.
But then his older brother, his name was Travis, and he was like a junior, maybe a senior in high school,
Mhm.
so much older than us. And it turns out he was like the best player at the locals,
Mhm.
which of course, unbeknownst to me at the time, huge advantage.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm hanging out with them and I'm getting to like test with them, you know, because like after that event, that first locals, they were like, okay, like what the fuck are you playing?
Yeah, like what's
Like,
going on here?
Yeah, like Logan was playing.
Jesus.
I want to say Logan was playing Gladiator Beast at the time, and then Travis was playing Frog Monarch.
I hated Gladiator Beast,
Yeah.
by the way.
And Travis was playing Frog Monarch. So they both had like cohesive, like good decks.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting here with my dark deck, and they were like, okay, you need to like build like an archetype, like a real deck.
Yeah.
So I remember like picking Black Wings because I thought those cards were cool.
Mhm.
And like, I want to say like Kalut was probably at 3. I want to say Icarus was at 3. I want to say everything was at like 3 besides Gale. Gale was definitely at 1. But I don't know the format. Other things might have been hit too. But Gale was definitely at 1 because I remember like struggling to find Gale within the local scene because it was like a popular like staple in a lot of cards just because
Yeah.
it was super good and it could like you could just summon it and like cut Stardust Dragon's attack in half and kill it
Yeah,
with
beat
Gale,
over.
which is huge and like simpler Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because Stardust was
Yeah,
the shit.
and it was only a rare. I think it was only rare, and then maybe it was a gold out of like gold 3. But yeah, those didn't pop up a lot within our like little scene.
Mhm.
But like the scene was like big. It was like 40, 50 people.
Oof.
Yeah, huge in the middle of Lexington. Everybody was Timmy's looking back. Kind of
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, no, they finally helped me build like a real deck. So I built Black Wings, and that's when I started like playing like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. So I started playing like every single Saturday.
Mhm.
Never went to a regional until probably later that year. So like 2011, late 2011. I only went to like one regional here in Louisville because that's the only place that we have regionals in Louisville. I
Yeah.
played Black Wings. Round 1, I got absolutely destroyed by Gladiator Beast. He
Well,
just
that's
goes
the problem.
first. Yeah, he goes first. I can't believe I remember all this. He goes first. He was like, set a backer, set a monster, go. And I'm like, draw. I like look at my hand. I have like Sirocco, like Gale, and like Bora. So I can like summon all of them. So I'm like, normal summon Sirocco because he controls a monster. I'm like, special Bora, special Gale. I'm like, I'm about to murder this man.
Mhm.
And I was like, battle phase, attack with Sirocco into his set monster. He flips up Gladiator Beast Hopomus. You know what that is?
And the one that came in Shroud Battle.
No, it's the
No?
big like rhino looking dude. It's a common,
lordy.
and it has 2100 defense though. Sirocco only has 2k.
Well,
So I was like, okay, I can't kill that. And I'm like, main phase 2. He goes into battle phase. Hopomus shuffles it back into the deck, summons out Marmelio, pops my Gale. And I'm like, holy crap. And I'm like reading these Gladiator Beast cards, and I'm like, yo, this deck is awesome.
oh no, and
Yeah.
it begins.
It began. So that was my first experience at a regional. It did terrible off, obviously, but like had a super fun time. Really liked like the more competitive environment. I immediately built Gladiator Beast after that. Obviously, I mean, like
Start playing it, start testing.
Yeah, start playing it more. And I was like, this deck is awesome. So I started playing that a lot. I started like going to like the occasional like regional in Louisville, but I'd never ever traveled like outside of that. The first time I can ever remember like going to an actual event was at the end of 2012, because nationals. So I'm in 8th grade now. Yeah, so this is 8th grade summer going into like freshman year. So like July 2012, nationals was in Columbus, Ohio, and we live in Kentucky, so Columbus is only like 2-3 hours away.
Yeah, not that far.
Yeah, obviously though, I am still trash at the game at this point. I've been playing for like maybe a max year. I've been to like maybe 2 or 3 regionals. I do not have an invite. Right. Obviously, I do not have an invite. However, other people from my local area do have an invite, and they're like, "Hey, we're planning on going to nationals. You should come." And I'm like, "I don't have an invite." And they're like, "It's okay. There's this thing called last chance qualifier. Like you can show up and try to play like the Friday before and try to get your invite. But even if you don't, you know, it's still like good. You can go and trade, kind of like see like the magnitude of like a huge event. Because I've never been to like a premier event or anything like that." And I was like, oh, "Okay, yeah. Like I should totally go to that." So this is 2012. So this was like Insector, Dino Rabbit, Wind Up, Chaos Dragons, Dark World, that stuff. Yeah.
That format was weird.
I was playing. Oh my god, what was I playing during this time? Probably fucking Gladiator Beast still.
Gladiator Beast is crazy. I'm Battlefield shenanigans, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Just get blown out of nowhere.
I know.
Tagging them so fuse something by shuffling the back.
It was so cool. I was just so infatuated with the deck for the longest time. And when I was young, I was super bad about like I have all the good cards. Like I have like Insector, I have Wind Up, I have all the good cards. I have all of the top tier decks. And then but like I was just so bored. I was like, I hate playing all these decks. So I'll just lend them all out. And like I'm in 8th grade. I was like, I'll just lend them all out. And then I would just play like whatever deck I thought was fun. So like Blackwing, Gladiator Beast most of the time. I really, really like Gladiator Beast.
Glad Beast going.
Yeah. But yeah, going to that event. And I had a younger brother who played at the time, but he was only like 11 or 12. So he had gotten his invite at a Dragon Duels at a Louisville regional, because there's only like 4 people, so usually everybody gets it. So I convinced my dad to drive me and my brother up to Columbus for the weekend. And I played in a couple LCQs, didn't do well, but I met a lot of people. And then I just remember like feeling like the first time like walking to the event, and I felt like the pressure of the venue.
The atmosphere.
Yes, it's so awesome.
Go to nationals.
It's addicting.
It is insane.
It is. It's so awesome.
And I've only been to 2.
Yeah.
But Lord.
And I just remember being so young and like attending it. And of course, so like Saturday, everybody's playing and stuff. I'm not playing in the event because I don't have an invite. But they had it in this venue in the Columbus Convention Center, where like the main event was. You could like, they had like a skywalk type thing around the top of
like the event itself.
The event itself.
Like the area?
Yeah, the event area. So like when I say skywalk, you normally think like kind of like a glass enclosed like type thing where you like walk from building to building. But this was like, it had like a track, I guess you would say.
Going all the way
it had
around.
like a track going all the way around, and you could just look down and see all of the players playing.
That's actually pretty
cool. It was awesome. I'd never seen anything like it before. But yeah, you could just sit up there and kind of like lean over and like watch thousands of players play.
All combo and all playing, all somebody getting frustrated because they just got 2-0, Thompson on the slip, you know, I guess. But
it was awesome. And I remember that first time, that was like just the magnitude of the event. I was like, wow. That's the first time I really fell in love with the game. And after that, I was like, I really like the community. I really like what's been going on with this past year and stuff. I was like, I'm definitely going to attend nationals next year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what, that's what hyped me up. That first like nationals. Even though I didn't get to play, I still attended. But no, that's what definitely kicked things off.
Like just getting that simple feel to go to nationals. What I actually play in.
No, I didn't even play.
Like,
I didn't even do side events, nothing. I'll just watch it.
This is what I want.
Yes. I was like, I'm not missing the nationals.
I can do it. And you never do.
No, I haven't missed one since 2012.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
You hear that? Have not missed the nationals since 2012.
Yeah, I've played in all of them since 2013, because I went to 2012, but I didn't have my invite. But yeah, I've played in all of them since then.
That's absolutely insane. So while also being there, I don't know what was going. I'm trying to remember what we were just talking about. Oh, now with that, we have, in that same sense, while being a person who's went to every single nationals, right? So you've been to these premier events.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, what do you consider a top of a YCS, of nationals, or regionals? Like, what do you consider that threshold of a top?
So normally, I guess from a competitive mindset, whenever I think of the word top, I think of like a premier top. And whenever I say premier events, that is like a UDS, nationals, or YCS.
YCS.
So those are like the premier events. We don't have UDSs anymore. So I guess I would just say YCS or Nationals.
YCS Nationals.
Usually whenever someone refers to a top generically, it means a premier event.
Mm-hmm.
So like you actually, not day 2, I'm talking like you receive some sort of prizing at a premier event. So usually it's top 32 or top 64. You get the top cut map.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So normally that. But I mean, of course you have like a top at locals and like, and a lot of times people will say like, yeah, I topped the regional. And like but usually whenever I hear top the regional, my mind defaults to top 8 because you receive some sort of physical prizing.
Yeah.
You know, not just like, oh, I got top 32, I got my invite. And like that's still dope. I remember like, oh my God, like another story time.
Oh.
Like just me trying to get my first invite.
Need that one right now. So because you've been to all these events.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we're talking from 2012. So when it comes to Clifton land, receiving your first first invite.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 32, whatever it may be.
Oh
like
my God.
the process of it.
Yeah, it was a process. Like I said, this was the hardest thing that I struggled with when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I had all of the good cards, but I was like, I will not be a meta sheep. You know what I'm saying?
You hear that, Birdman? He will not be a meta sheep.
I could not get it through my mind that like I had all of the good cards, but I would always just like lend them out, or I would play like the deck for like a couple times, and I'll just be like, this isn't it. And like I want to play something more fun that's like not the best, but it's like decent. You know, I didn't play like bullshit.
Yeah.
Like a stack of, I didn't show up to a regional with a stack of bulk.
So
you know
true.
What I'm saying? But
in
like,
different sleeves.
I was addicted to like fun, like, you know, like fun cool decks. Like I loved Gladiator Beast. I played Gladiator Beast so many times. That was like my default deck. Like if going into a format or like an event, if I didn't know what to play, sleeve up Gladiator Beast. I love that deck
Can't
so
go
much.
wrong with it.
I mean, it was not good. It was not good.
Crickets.
But yeah, so right after 2012 Nationals, I attend my very first YCS ever. It's I think it's September, August, September, sometimes in there. It's a YCS Indy.
Indy YCS is a fun
YCS Indy, September 2012. I think it's September 2012 YCS Indy. Junior Dorson won it with 6 Samurai.
Excuse me.
We had just got Return of the Duelist. That was our August core set for that year / season. I guess whenever I say year in that sense, I mean that like season. That like August to July. I guess it's not like a full year, but like that season, that year. So that 2012 year. Yeah, our core set was August. It was Return of the Duelist. So we got the first support of like Medolce. We got some Spellbook stuff. But the huge thing was we got Geargia.
Oh,
so we got Geargia X, and we got the first like little wave of support. We might have got like one of the little Gear Guyana guys. But we definitely had Armor, Arsenal. Yeah, we had Armor, Arsenal, and Accelerator. And then Geargia X, which was like the huge one.
Ah, yes.
Yes, but I did not have Geargia X's, which was, I think they were like $110 when they came out.
They were secrets, weren't they?
Yeah, it was a secret. Yeah. It was a secret. Everything else was pretty cheap. Armor was a super. I want to say he was like $40, give or take $30-$40.
You need them though.
Yeah, I had those, but I did not have Geargia X's because they were like, I want to say they were like $110 a piece. They might not have been that expensive. I was young. $110 is a lot. $40 is a lot of money. Yeah. Like
especially when and you need these cards.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And you need these cards. And like obviously I didn't have a job. My parents like they would like help me like with my travel and stuff, but they wouldn't give me like infinite money to go buy cards and stuff. Most of the time, everything that I had access to was stuff that I was like trading at locals and stuff for.
Like you won, got your prize, and this would change into like whatever the cards you need.
Yeah. Like most of the time, because me and my brother would go to locals, like they would give us like $20, like for like the day, because entry was $6, so $6 for each of us, $12, and then we would have $8, and we could spend it on like snacks or like whatever throughout the day until my parents came and picked us up. But most of the time, me and my brother would just enter the tournament, and we would like starve ourselves. We would save the $8 because most of the time, as soon as our parents picked us up, we would like go out to eat, or they'd grab us a snack or something. Yeah. So for like, we would just add up those $8 and eventually start buying the cards.
Right.
That
we needed.
Yeah, I mean, $8 a week. I mean, it's not much, but
it gets you there though.
It does. And we were smart with like our money. Our $8, you know, we didn't buy sealed products. We didn't do stupid stuff. Yeah,
we just whatever we needed, we got.
We got. Like we were super. We were financially literate at a young age, I guess you could say. But yeah,
and that works out.
But yeah, 2012, I didn't have Geargia X's. So, but like the best deck was Geargia Karakuri. That's what everybody was playing because you played like Geargia, you played like the Karakuri cards with like the synchros, the Karakuri synchros like Beret and Barreto, and you had Gen X Allied Birdman. I want to say it was at 3 at the time. But it didn't even matter because you would just search it off of Geargia X and then like bounce accelerators, summon Birdman, summon accelerator, and then like murder them. That was like the event. That was like the deck that
I love watching those games.
Yes, that was like the deck for that event because like everybody was like super excited to play and stuff. And then like Inzektor was still good. but like I want to say Hornet and Dragonfly were at 1, Tour Guide was at 2, Rabbit was at 2. So like some things were like hit, you know what I'm saying? But like everything was still pretty good. But I had all those decks except for Girgia because it was new and I didn't have the Girgia X's. So I was like, I'm just gonna play like what I can. So instead of me playing the Girgia cards, I just played pure card curry. Just like synchro summon with like the Nanishi, the level 3 that gives you the extra normal summon, and then I played like instant fusions to summon out like Cybersource to make the big synchros, emergency teleport, all that stuff. Just kind of like murder your opponent, kill him. It's kind of hard when Max C's in the format. But
you want to take that challenge?
No. Yeah. But no, that's what I played at that event. That's my first like premier event that I actually played in. But yeah, but that was fun. I did terrible, obviously. I'm still not very good at this time. I don't even think I've won my first local at this point.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We got pre-Clifton land.
Yeah.
Just at the bottom.
Yeah, I have not won my first local at this point, but I'm close to it.
Slowly build you up, right?
Yeah. Maybe I have won my first local because I won my first local with X-Sabers. But X-Sabers. Yeah. Do you know what that deck is?
Yeah, no, I know it's the warrior. It's not even like specifically warriors.
No, they got everything.
But it's like all different types. Well, they're synchro heavy deck, right?
Yep.
Was Gothams out at this time?
Yeah.
Are you still hand ripping or?
Yep. You can hand rip. Gothams. We had hand lay. I don't think we had Xyz monsters yet, which puts my timeline a little off because Xyz monsters. 2012 was the first nationals with Xyz monsters legal. So maybe I had one of my first locals at this point because I played X-Sabers for a little bit. Obviously, it was not a good deck at the time, but I loved it. It was super fun. The cards were awesome. Faltra was a beast. Heinley popping 3 back row was super sweet, especially in like slow Yu-Gi-Oh. But once again, I only had 2 Dark Soul because they were ultras out of the Shining Darkness. I want to say they were like 40 apiece. And then I didn't have any Ember's Blade, which was like the best card in the deck, arguably. I think it came out of Absolute Power Force, but it was a secret. And they were like minimum $100.
Yeah. Oh,
so I didn't have any Ember's Blade, and I only had like 2 Dark Soul. And then I had everything else. Yeah, that was the deck I won my first locals with at that locals I was going to Lexington with. I played Brandon Larry, random guy from our local, old head from our at our local. Played him in the finals, and then I beat him in game 3. He was playing Twilight. I went first, and I got him his entire hand, ripped his whole hand. Yeah,
gone.
Yeah. This was around the time when 6 Samurai was really good. But Gateway and Shi and the Synchro were both at 1. Maybe Asceticism was at 2. So yeah, wherever that timeline lines up. I think that was right before 2012 Nationals then. So maybe I'd already won my first local.
Yeah, I do love some 6M.
Yeah, that was like the first time
I like watching like deck play.
Yeah, that was like the first time I got like a sense of success. You know, finally won a local. I'm like, oh my god,
I'm on my way. The road to a pro championship.
Finally.
So in that same case, and we'll just pick you up from the top of you beginning this journey. So what was like the X factor at your first premier event you topped?
Premier event?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But at all of them, what was the you know what I mean? That got you there for that top.
It's a crazy story, and I'm going to get into it, but I hope, small disclaimer, I don't want people to think that you have to go to like crazy lengths in order just to like do well in the game or top, because I've done some heinous things to my physical health and stuff in order to...
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But I guess anyways, I'll recap the regional thing real quick. I played out the entire 2012 to 2013 season, traveling to every regional within the area. So like everything in Kentucky, so Louisville, everything in Tennessee. They had them in like Nashville and Madisonville, I think were the 2 places that they were doing it at the time. And then Columbus, Ohio, and then Indianapolis, Indiana. That was like our surrounding area. Yeah, those were... I hit every single regional without the season. Couldn't even get close. Oof. It's like getting my invite. Very last regional of 2013. It was like in May, early May, we'll say. It was in Madison, Tennessee. Yeah. Dragon Rulers just came out.
Oh, I know.
So Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy had just dropped. And I was like, fuck it. I have to get my invite. This is the last feasible chance. I do not want to miss it. And keep in mind, everybody else that I'm playing now has their invite. Yeah. Okay, except my friend Trey, who I'm with. But like, I've already met Chester at this point. I just met Chester that year. He's my best friend. Chester Henson, 2017 national champion. He deserves a mention. Yeah, 100%. So we've been playtesting a lot in this time, and that is like the person that's like really been like. Pause. Okay.